This entire document could be in just one page. How do you get from point A to point B? And this is where you are. And you can't see the path. If you cannot see the path clear to how to get to 5 star, you're not even going to get out of the first gear to become a 1 star. But once you see things from my perspective, from having achieved 5 star to receive 50 shares, then getting to 1 star is a breeze because it does not require you buying anything. It requires you educating people to purchase a membership that pays you commission. So even people with no NFT purchase themselves can reach all the way to 5 star without purchasing a single membership out of pocket. Because I do have people who actually sign up but didn't purchase anything because they did not have the self concept of paying $5,000 for something that they barely understand. I understand it, I believed it, but they couldn't see it. And even after I do my best to help them understand it, then the $5,000 that which became 10 became a barrier because they couldn't afford it. And because they couldn't afford it, they froze. They would not even share the opportunity with people. And the value is it's not your ability to purchase that matters, it's your ability to influence other people to see the opportunity as you're looking at it at the same time. And they may see it before you. That's the beauty. So as you can see, imagine all the dots are your circles of influence. The one that are in darker lines are people you've had more interaction with, and therefore they're more pronounced. So as you develop relationship, as you expose and follow up, and you're gonna have some people like, oh, I can see this. And the moment you reach 50,000 in sales, then you are a 1 star. Then out of your highlighted, focused, followed up properly, and multiple exposures, then you will identify 3 people who follow your footsteps. And so the circles of influence is now 3 degrees through perpetuity until you get to 5 star. Okay? So a 1 star is someone who sells $50,000 worth of NFT. A 2 star is someone who developed 3 1 star. First you achieve it, then change it to 3 with the help of an upline. But in the case of someone who is signed up by a commission junkie, who is only focused on sell, bring people in, and then focus on new sales, there are a lot of people who are going to be left on the sideway because the moment someone purchases something, if they no longer purchase, then they're no longer valuable to that person who's only care about commission, but do not understand the power of network. Network is is to be the focus, not the commission. It's not even the amount of sale you get. I would rather have 10 people come in with no sale and open their community to me rather than having someone buy $50,000 worth of NFT and I become 1 star and they don't open up their community. The value is not on how much you can sell. The value is open the community so that I can have a direct influence, three linear, 3 lines, 3 levels of separation. That's the beauty. Because I can guarantee you, as a, as a, as many people purchase Frontline, give you 10%. But it's even better to have less than people purchasing 10% and have more people at 4%. Why? Because you have 3 motivated leaders who can now have their own sub communities that then also have their own sub communities. And therefore, you can make more money on the third level at 3% than you could at 10% on the first level. Once you understand that, then don't focus so much on sales so you can collect 10%. Any average person can do that. It takes a leader to understand the power of connection and how influence is developed through connectivity. Okay, so as you can see, um, you start opening up to people, and you meet all type of people and all types of personalities. And as you do, people purchase, you qualify as 1 star, and then you start identifying people with potential. And then you can have as many people with potential as possible, but it only takes three to advance on the rank all the way to 5 stars. So you begin then centralizing your focus on the three to have laser focus on identifying those three. So you need only three front line, and then basically channel your energy to support the three to grow forward. If you can understand that, you probably will become 5 star before me. And that's my goal. Okay, here's another look at it. Okay, one star receive 1 share. Develop three 1 star, you become 2 stars for 5 shares. Okay, coach properly, three 2 stars, and you become a 3 star for 10 shares. Obviously, this is leadership in action. If you can get to 4 stars, some people will never get there. And then the ultimate test of your leadership, your influence, is the ability to develop leaders that would follow you to become 4 star. Okay, the person who become 5 star is to be celebrated with like $1 million one time commission, because it's not going to be easy to get there. Okay, so at the end of the day, you are the ego who finds three like-minded, motivated people and begin to focus your energy on the law of three, because the power of three and focus team structure is what's going to get you past 1 star. If you can understand that, then this whole training is already over. Okay, but I'm a detail guy and I love repetition in multiple ways because people are visual people. So obviously, this is the personality types of 4 different type of people: the analytical, the driver, the expressive, the amiable. You can take time to understand that yourself. Okay. Again, this is a repeat. Okay. Here's Tim and Path, a husband and wife who started in this business. Okay, they both working in coordination, and they combine, social skills and their friends, since they tend to know the same people. And between the two of them, they manage to sign up, three people, and each one of them actually purchased a certain amount of NFT, 20, 10, 25. Now, obviously, it's never going to be exact, but I had to keep this page nice and clean by providing a very clear and focus on identify the teaching early as possible. The law of three. You only need three, and focus your energy on three. Okay, so Tim and Pat are now 1 star for 1 share. Okay, and then one of the people they sign up was Debbie. This is just to give you an example. Debbie not only was excited, she became a proud member of the MFA, and she also finds three people who basically follow Tim and Pat footstep, who also become 1 star each. So having done that, so you now have a $200,000 organization, Debbie being qualified, and then find three. So you get 50,000 sales and also um, find three 1 star. Okay, so that's a 1 star team, which is a $200,000 team minimum. Okay, now Jeff here was the last person Tim and Pat signed up. Just give you an example, right? So, how do you become a 3 star? A 3 star is a minimum $600,000 volume minimum, because a 3 star consists of three 2 stars. So you have to have three teams of Debbies, same structure like having three, one, two, three, to become a 3 star for 10 shares. Okay, and this is another um, family, Bill and Jen. And you'll notice a pattern, if the husband and wife are not working in coordination, one will eventually drag the other. So you need two people who are incongruent belief passion, and activity to have results. Okay, because especially when you get to that level, you're going to be a well-oiled machine as a, as a family to really drive results. So a 4 star is a team of three stars. Each 3-star team is a $600,000 value minimum. So you have 3-star team to become 4 stars at 25 shares. And then Paula achieved the ultimate level. She is a big kahuna, you could say, a big leader who finds herself, who developed 3 teams of 4 stars, each 4-star team being $1.8 million volume. So one, 3 4-star team to become 5 stars and receive 50 shares. That's not going to be easy. Okay? As if the training was not clear enough. How do you get there? You get there by having meaningfully specific activities. Okay? So you know that you get paid on 3 levels. First level 10, second level 4, and third level 3%. Okay? That means you only need 3 people frontline. As you talk to people, as you're bringing in additional people, okay, if you want to succeed, you go you go with a team. If you want to make commission right away, you go as many people frontline as possible. And any average person can be a commission junkie. It takes an exceptional person to be a leader, to begin understanding that there's power in focused energy in three, as opposed to having a meaningless group of scattered frontline people that you never intend to get back to, unless of course they're selling so you can earn commission. Okay, and here's the power of focused energy, right? You have already influenced a lot of people frontline. Okay, so you've identified 1, 2, 3 leader. So what do? Well, at the same time, you identify 3 leaders who are now growing and focused and growing. You can continue to spread yourself thin and adding more frontline people. Or, if you're smart, you can, because you already know Nancy, Peter, and Tom, how about structure Nancy underneath the first leader you have? Say that leader is your wife or husband or kid or someone who's very motivated in the team. So there's no point of having another cell where you collect 10% on Nancy, because you already have 3 concentrated, dedicated leader, and you only need 3 to move forward. Okay, you can go farther in a team than you can spread your attention frontline to a lot of people. So you focus your activity to just say one that you like and admire, and you place Nancy underneath that leader. So that's one less person frontline to focus on, when you can focus on a team that's moving forward. Okay, so Peter was one of the original people you're talking to. So you basically place Peter under another leader who gets started, had potential, started building a team but get distracted. So you want to bring him back. Okay, you want to bring him back by placing Peter, who has potential, who would basically give this leader a jolt of energy. At the same time, Tom was also one of your frontline people in the beginning. You follow up with Tom, and eventually Tom got some sense and into him, and you meet another leader and with potential, and you place Tom under. Now, obviously, as you have all those people frontline to you, so you realize that um, this person started to build a team, and there's no point. And since each person has to have their own 3 teams, okay, so you focus your energy on 1, 2, 3, and now, having already placed this individual under that team who's ambitious, driven, focused, and then that becomes your breakout first 2 star and the like. So this is basically um, what this is all about. Like it says in Proverbs 12:14, a man will be satisfied with food, and by the fruits of his word, and the deed of the man's hand will return to him. In a sense that your ability to communicate is your most valuable asset, and how you manage other people will even be another great asset. Anyways, maybe I'm butchering the proverb. Okay, so again, it all centered around giving will be your best attribute by passing people. The typical commission junkie would not appreciate this training because I'm taking money away from them. But then again, this is your business. Okay, you may be signed up by someone who is interested in sell, or who is interested in, you know, you know, impression. But you have to make a decision for you because ultimately you're the one responsible for your own personal advancement. You're not working your upline's business, you're working your business. Okay? So the plan of the diligent leads surely to advantage, but everyone who is hasty to put a lot of people front line to them will eventually stay stuck in one position. If you get to 1 star, you'll end up staying there, and you could have 20 million in volume, and you'll never get past 1 or 2 star. But if you structure your team intelligently, and you're a skillful communicator, and you delegate properly, oh my goodness, you don't need an upline. With this training, that's all you need. Okay, so more about this page later, more about this page later, more about this page later. And this is an example of the power of alignment, okay? And using the ant as an example. The ant is a wonderful creature, like the eagle. They are exceptionally good solo, but they also work well as part of a team. Well, not so much for the ego, but the ant is an excellent. Does not take order from anyone. Does not need to be motivated by anyone. But each are equally competent in their own right. And this is all. This is all that's all about. Okay. Again, you need only 3 people to succeed. 3 people, 3 leaders, and as early you identify them, the better. And obviously, as you have scattered a bunch of people frontline to you, and you identify 3 early, so you're gonna have some free account here, some free account there, and then you identify your first leader. Then you align. Okay, so someone buys something, and then you were like, okay, so say for instance you're new and this is your first structure. The first person, the second person, the third person purchased an NFT, and the second person purchased an NFT, or this person purchased first, and you're like, oh, great. So this person has tremendous charisma, and you're like, I'm going to transfer this motivator. I'm going to align these people together and align the next person I talk to. And lo and behold, you find someone who buys three, or that person finds someone who acquires 3 Italy. Why? Because they're getting some love in the beginning, some support, you know, and then those free accounts, you keep following up with them. Eventually, you're gonna have to place them somewhere because right now they are not aligned, they're not connected. They are a free account who is not connected, or someone you're talking to who is a potential free account. Okay, they're not connected. So anybody you're talking to is in the pipeline that you have their name, email address, and phone number is a considered free account. But before you place them, you align them first. If you're going to place them, you align them first. Okay, say for instance, this first person buys something, you align, and then you align this person with that person, you align this person with that person, and this becomes your in your pipeline people you're talking to that haven't really take the a leap of faith to create an account, and then boom, that person finds someone with three Italy. Now you get a team forming. Okay, your second person you're talking to in your pipeline, register a free account. Boom, three UK NFT, and then and they've got some alignment as well, and they start creating. Because you create enthusiasm, belief, and therefore they start having faith in themselves. Now you find someone automatically become a one star. So you got a third person who purchased five, you know, either UK or Italy NFT, and now they start developing their own team. And then you get all these people. Say, for instance, you get distracted, or you get, a promotion comes in, and then you are so excited. You're talking to all these people, and then all of a sudden you get a bunch of free accounts, and then three people purchase, but you did not align them. So now you have all these three people who are not aligned with anyone, who was not part of a structured three teams. So your attention is divided with three teams that you're developing, but you also have some free account people who now register some free accounts, and you got three people purchase a Germany NFT, Germany, UK, and Italy, who are frontline to you, who are not connected to a team. So now, if they don't do anything, they remain one time, one and done customers. Okay, right? These people could either be people in your pipeline or people who created a free account that are not aligned. Since you cannot move them anymore, they become someone you can follow up to, and then basically additional people frontline to you that now you're gonna have to spread your energy beyond your three teams to also give energy to your single one and done buyers. Okay, so this is more about management, money management to break away from your team, and this is something that I'm going to focus on with um, non-profit agencies, and this is something about the Finnic token. The first round of the Finnic token we know is 11 million at point triple zero one. Second round would be at point triple zero five. Third round will be point double zero one, and obviously we know Finnic, a portion of Finnic will be purchased and burned to reduce the circulation and increase the value of Finnic. Blah blah blah. And this is what the last thing that Mike I put together. So as you talk to people, okay, and this is why it's important to begin thinking in alignment, alignment, alignment. As you talk to people, before you place them, before you create an account, okay, these are the words that are all going to be part of your vocabulary. You're gonna lay out your team continuously, build towards a distribution network of three. You orient your team, you align, you create a pattern of three. Start with a structure in mind as you start talking to people, identifying their personality skills, their personality attributes, and who are they going to be better aligned with, arranged with, lined up. You prioritize your focus as you get more people in the pipeline. Do not place them yet because your goal is to create a progression of three teams, a succession of one, two, three, four, 5 stars, a series of achievers. You set the precedent from the beginning of creating three teams of three, a chain reaction where each team of three will be subdivided in teams of three, and that gives you a procession of advancing in rank. This is just playing with words, but you gotta have, you know, forward thinking vocabulary to help you advance forward. Now, this is why it's important, okay? In Proverbs 27:3, it says, know well the condition of your flocks. And that's a leader, okay? A commission junkie, a manager, focuses only on sales, okay? But a leader, a shepherd, knows well, knows the personality of his or her people. Know well the condition of your flock and pay attention to your herd, for riches are not forever. Oh my goodness. Commissions are temporary, nor does a crown endures for all generations. When the grass disappears, when the commission with a one time disappear, okay, you gotta talk to new people, all right? And the herds will be many. When there is, say, it's not the new people, when a promotion comes in and gone, all right? So you gotta have something to keep you motivated because promotion are nothing more than a reason to 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 drive in sales, but that's temporary. Okay, the grass disappears. That's a promotion, and new ones, new growth is seen. A new promotion, a new country. Okay, and the herds in the mountain are gathered in. In other words, your existing people and your new people, but start with a layout of three, a continuity of arrangement, a distribution of three teams, a well designed, oriented towards growth, and create a sequence of advancement from one, two, three, and four stars. Okay, your goal then is to continue to add to your pipeline of people. It's better if you print this, okay? Then you can have a vision. You can't have people in your mind or in your phone if they're not in paper, if they're not in written form. Okay? So he who tilled his land will have plenty of food. This is a cultivation stuff. You know, continually talk to more people as you follow up with existing people. And he who follow empty pursuits, joining scam platforms and taking advantage of temporary, short-term gain with the potential of losing your money, as opposed to putting money behind a project of substance. And obviously, losing money leads to poverty. Okay. Anyways, so what's the plan of action? Okay. Instead of watching TV, instead of wasting time on social media, you know, the plan of action is simple: 7 steps to freedom. Register your cash flow NFT demo account. Set up Miracle Cash wallet. KYC your account on Miracle Cash to level 2. Get an Italy NFT because it's the beginning or whatever the NFT we're selling or Finnic token package. MetaMask wallet connection and training. Okay, get plugged in with the Boogie Gopher community and all the social platforms, and then launch your own Boogie Gopher community of communities. Community of communities. Okay, you can't build a community by collecting people to have commission. Right? Commission is temporary. Anyways, so that's that. And then the rest of it is basically just follow the page until you get to the end. So it's only 3 pages, but my goodness, those 3 pages would do more good to you than any upline that you will ever have. In fact, with this training, you can say goodbye to your upline.